No, no. Hi there. All right. Hi, I'm live once again. It's a little bit later today, so please bear with me. You East Coast folks, hopefully you'll still see my live feed here. What I'd like to talk to you guys about today is the difference between singing as a soloist and singing in a vocal group. I've been listening and reacting to a couple of vocal groups that are hugely popular, BTS and the TNT Boys. And I think groups like that make it look so easy. Now, with the BTS, those guys are dancing on top of it. So I can't even go into that field of what they're up to because my dancing skills are not to the level, I would say. So there's a bit more going on with those guys. But generally speaking, when we sing in a vocal group, there's going to be different focus on the voice than when we're just as a soloist. Because with a soloist, we want to stand out. We want to sing expressively. We want to make the singing our own with a lot of embellishments or different vocal effects, because that's what's going to sell the song, is standing out on our own. However, when we work in a vocal group, and that goes for choirs as well as what I call small groups, which is exactly what BTS is, a group of 7. And then with TNT Boys is a group of 3. So the smaller the groups are, the more important it is that everybody really needs to blend. And blend is a term for voices kind of making a uniform sound. Now, when we have different vocal parts, so when we have groups that have different vocal parts, all the parts need to be balanced together. So when you're in a choir, we tend to have everybody singing soprano, and then we have a bunch of people singing alto. And so in a choral setting, the blending tends to happen within the section. So you are blending with your other soprano part mates, I would guess. And so you're blending as a section. But when you're singing in a small vocal group like BTS or TNT Boys, then usually everybody's singing their own part, and the parts need to end up being cohesive. And so they all have to be balanced like the instruments. So one person's going to sing the high part, one's going to sing the medium part, one's going to sing the solo, and then there's backing vocals on the sides. So it sounds like it's an easy thing, but it's actually very skillful to make the voices work together and have this complete balance and blend. Now, when we talk about blend, we're talking about the voices coming together. So if someone's more strident, has more of an edgy tone, or has more of a nasal tone, I mean, that's not what's going on with the groups I've been working with, but also just letting everything flow out. So we need to have the smoothness of the sounds. And so it usually means the vocal tone needs to slightly alter to get that blend. So what's really popular or very common in vocal groups is using a little bit of breath, because when you la 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 la, hey hey hey, it's much easier to get a blended sound than hey hey hey. Now, if everybody had that edgy sound like gospel groups do, then it's all going to work together. But if one person's going hey, and everyone's going hey, we're not going to necessarily get all those things working together. So that's what's going on with vocal groups. So it really takes a lot of tuning. We have to listen with the tuning. There's usually somebody it's helpful to hear. A lot of times we'll record to make sure that all the voices are blending and that there's equal balance. Again, we want to have the balance kind of, so some voices are sounding maybe heavier, some are lighter, but they all have to come together. So it takes a lot of practice and tuning and listening to put those vocal sandwiches or sounds together so it all flows and it sounds like one unit. It's really tough. I actually love vocal groups. I began my earlier career singing, doing vocal groups, and it's very, very fun. It's a lot of work. And then as a soloist, you step out. So with the vocal groups, they're going to have this ensemble sound. And then like groups like BTS and the TNT Boys, then the soloists are going to step out, and then other people are going to do backups, and then they're going to step back, and then the soloist, another person will come out. So there's a lot of backing between solos and ensemble singing, which makes it fun. I personally love it when the vocal groups trade off on the solos. It makes it way more interesting. Back in the old days, there'd be one singer and then the other one, or one lead singer, and all the other people would be, doing the backups. That's boring to me. I want to see everybody trade off because it's way more fun, way more interesting, and it just makes for a better group. All right, so let me check and see any comments. Hey, thank you, Jim. I appreciate you being here. This is a later video for me. I had some stuff going on, but I really love talking about singing, and I like to help you guys know how to listen a bit more. So yeah, vocal groups. And speaking of vocal groups, sometimes in the old rock bands like Queen, for example, we had all the musicians also doubling up on backing vocals, which is something we don't hear a lot today. And so again, these people are super skilled and they're playing the instruments and they're also doing all the harmonies. And again, the same thing goes. When you work in a band like that, we're going to stop and not play the instruments, and we're all going to work on the vocals again. So we get the blend, we get everything correct, we all blend together, all the parts are balanced. So it's really fun, and I hope more bands will take on those old school backing vocals because that's what makes it so fun. I'm so tired of just the solo artists and the backing tracks, and that's the end of it. So, okay, I don't want to get any more ranting. Let me know what I should do next. I love doing the live streams. Unfortunately, I'm just doing them when I have a chance to do them, but I look forward to doing more. So if you guys have any subjects that you'd like me to talk about, let me know, and I'll just kind of shoot from the hip like I am now. All right, thanks for everything. See you next time. Bye.